guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin'. Priscilla here with a tutorial for you guys today. Hopefully this will be a quick one. I don't know, it takes a lot of components, so I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. I have made some DIY cabinet cards. April couldn't find hers the other day, and it gave me the idea that you could just make your own. Luckily she found hers, and her project came out beautifully. She made some gorgeous traveler's notebooks about 3 witch sisters, and I'll link that video down below because if you haven't watched it yet, you guys have to. They're stunning. But I told her I would try to make a mock-up of these, and after she found them, I still ended up making them, and I really love them. I've been making them like crazy, so I have a bunch of different versions here. I have a larger size that I've made too. I'm just going to show you guys how to make this size, and then after you learn how to do it one way, you'll be able to make it any size you want to. But the larger size is on my Instagram, so I'll link, I'll give you guys my Instagram handle down below so you can see that and see what the bigger ones look like. To make these, all you're going to need is just a couple of things: cardstock, an X-Acto knife, a bone folder, some scissors, and I use double-sided sticky tape. You can use whatever glue of your choice. I just didn't want to wait for it to dry, so I did the tape instead. And you don't necessarily need an X-Acto knife if you have punches that are large enough. I don't have any punches this size, or anything even remotely that size, so I ended up just cutting everything out by hand. And you guys can make these out of anything, really. I would use a sturdy designer paper, like if you wanted to use a decorative piece of paper. I have a scoring board. Ignore, it's messy. I ink on it all the time. If you don't have a scoring board, you could just use a ruler and measure everything out, and then make the folds that way. It's not an essential, but I have one, so I'm going to use it. This size is a 3x5. I've made other ones that are 4x6. The principle is pretty much the same. I found that you can get 2 of these out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And to make them, all you really have to do, and I'll do it this way first, is score at 5 inches, just all the way across, and then at 5 1/4, and then, I don't know why I flipped it over. And then you're just going to score real easy, 3 inches all the way to that second scoring line, and then again at 6 inches, and then at 6 1/4, and then you're going to have this space left over, but you can turn this into like tags or pockets or anything really. And then on the other side, we're going to flip it around the other way so we can get the full use out of this one sheet. Score that at 5, 5 1/4 again, 3 inches, 6 inches, and 6 1/4. Through that, you're going to want to cut this out. You could use a paper trimmer. I have these scissors right here, and I don't want to pull my paper trimmer out, so I'm going to do that and just cut across real quick. Once you see these like come together, you guys will be like, whoa, so easy. And don't mind that I can't cut a straight line to save my life, even when it's been scored, because I just can't. You put those to the side, and then on here I'll fold it so it's easier to see. So at the 3-inch line, where this line is, you're going to want to cut. Hopefully I'm in frame. I don't even know where I'm at, you guys. Cut up, and then you're going to want to make a notch, just like you're making a banner for like a tuck spot. And you just want to cut a triangle out of there. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to get folded in. And then on this side, you're going to want to cut through the middle where the 2 score lines intersect, and just cut off a big triangle. And then the same thing here from the edge of this to the 1/4 score line. Cut another notch off, and that'll eliminate the bulk when you're folding your pocket together. It'll keep your corners from like looking chunky and ugly. But on this front piece here, you're gonna have to cut off this extra 1/4 inch. You don't really need it. You could leave it on, but you would just end up with like a really fat bottom, which I guess would be good if you were just making a pocket. It'd give you some more space, but since we're making cabinet cards, I don't actually need all its space. It just has to hold one image, or one tag. So get rid of those. Now, to make this design, I have this die cut that I got in a Happy Mail from Shayna in the way long ago. And my messy cutting mat, I also ink on this. I ink on everything, you guys. I just can't help myself. And I need a pencil. So I just, see, it fits on this size really well, so I just put it down here, trace it out. And I don't even worry about what side I get the pencil lines on or anything like that, because I go back and I emboss on these. And, so, like, you can't even see the pencil lines anyways. Even if you inked it up, you wouldn't be able to see it. But if you're really concerned, you could flip it over, cut your shape out of the back, and then you wouldn't have to worry about seeing any pencil lines if you don't plan on inking it up or anything like that. And then I'm going to try to cut this out as quickly as possible without getting my head into the shot. So we'll see. I am wearing my glasses, so thankfully I can see it from where I'm at. And there's a lot of different shapes you could use. I mean, I use the die cut because, like I said, I don't have a punch this size. But you could, I've made one that's a square shape. You can cut an oval out. You can use any die cut or stencil to get the shape you want for the inside window. To cut the rectangle shape I cut out, I just scored with my scoring tool about 3/4 of an inch inside this frame so that I would have a square. So you could always do that. And then I just punch it out. Hopefully I cut through everything. Fun fact, I didn't even know what a cabinet card was until April lost hers. So, thank you, April, for teaching me that lesson. So, here we have our shape all cut out, ready to go. And I'm not really worried about these little fuzzy bits. I'll cut those out or emboss over them later, and they'll just add to the overall grungy effect. And so then, all you gotta do after this is score your little 1/4 inch lines. And then just pop on some tape and close it up. I have been asked to do a tutorial or like a tips and tricks video, I guess, on embossing, so I'm not going to emboss this in this video. I'm going to do that in my next one. And hopefully you guys will get that video pretty soon here. We'll see. Alright. To close it, I always just attach the bottom first. Instead of trying to like reach over here and then hope that this comes out even. It's a lot better if your bottom is even. It's a strange problem, not having an even bottom. And then just press it down and it should match up on the other side. And then, if you're better at folding than I am, you'll get a flatter pocket, but I don't really mind that it's a little bit puffy because it just gives me some space to tuck my image in and pull it out if I need to. And so there you have it, you guys. That's how you make a cabinet card. The larger size I made was 4 by 6. So to do that, you'd have to score at 4, 8, and 8 1/4. And then, of course, at 6 and 6 1/4. And I'll put those measurements down below just so you guys don't have to refer back to the video. And you can just write them down real quick if you want to. But I hope that helped. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, leave a comment below about any tutorials or videos you want to see me make next, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.